Since the state championship game between the New Trier Trevians and the St. Rita Mustangs. Class 4A championship coming up next on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Well, how do you do, everybody? Glad to have you with us. Welcome to the ballpark, Silver Cross Stadium, and let's first of all go back and take a look and see how the New Trier Trevians made it. So let's take a recap of this 6-game run to the championship game. And Campbell with a little single to center. And 2 more runs home. And a line shot. Oh my, that's going to drop. That's going to go all the way to the fence. And Hall into second with a stand-up double. And nope, not going to get to that one out of here. Home run by Bob Cook. A long fly ball. Forget it. Back, and off the scoreboard. 3-run shot for Lowell Hall. And a long fly ball. Back it goes. Back and out of here. Home run for Carroll. There's a fly ball to right field and deep. Back it goes and gone. Home run for Carroll to the opposite field. At bat twice, 2 home runs. There's a softball liner, base hit. That's going to score a run or 2. They'll score a run. There's a fly ball, and that's going to get out past the left fielder. Base of the fence out there and a double. And Campbell, another run in. Lines one down the right field line. Dropping, fair ball. That's going to go for extra bases as Mazzoni into second. And 3 runs home for the Trevians. Delivering on the way. There's a line shot, and that's going to get up over the head of the left fielder. That's going to be a base hit. And a double for Gordy Campbell. There's a fly ball. That's a gamper out there to right center. Rolls to the fence. Hall on his way to third, and he'll make it with a stand-up triple and another run driven in. Livers swinging a long fly ball. Back it goes. Up against the fence for the extra bases and the left center field gap. And Bob Cook in the second stand-up double. Swing a ground ball through for the base hit single. That will score 2. 1 run coming home. Here comes the throw, not in time. And John. And a line shot past the right fielder up against the fence. And Lowell Hall into second with a stand-up double. That'll score 2 more runs. And a long fly ball. Boy, that's going to be a gapper out there past the center fielder. Back to the fence. Cook on his way to third, and he'll make it with a stand-up triple. Wow. Here's Jake Carroll, and he sends one out that same way. And again, the center fielder back and up against the fence on the bounce. And into second is Jake Carroll. As the New Trier Trevians win the Super Sectional, the Elite 8 game, and are guaranteed. Tilson shows bunt, and he does bunt it. And there's not going to be a play anywhere. Runners with their lead. And a wild pitch, and that's going to bring home a run. And the ball game all tied up. Line drive, and there's a shot. That's going to drop in for the base hit to center. Here comes McCollum home. He's going to score. And the Trevians lead it 2-1. The pitch on the way, and a base hit to right. That'll score a run. Here comes Hall to third. Here comes the throw. They got him at third. But that insurance run counts. And we go. First pitch, fly ball. Oh, great catch by Tilson for the out. So the Trevians have made it to the championship game. Trevians defensively, Steve Mazzoni in left, Charlie Tilson in center, Gordy Campbell in right, J.B. McCollum at third, Tim Duxbury at short, Jonathan Hall at first, Jake Carroll at first. Did I say Jonathan Hall's at second? Pitchers Ryder Borey and Lowell Hall behind the plate. Dan Dispenza will lead it off. The state championship. And Dan Dispenza, first pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner, strike one. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. And strike two. Again on the outside corner. Great to be alive. And a ball, 1-2. To Dispenza. Not a delivery. Bit high, ball. Strike three. Caught him looking. One away. Here's Justin Coppell. Swing and a miss. Strike. Mark Payton, very dangerous batter on deck. There's a line shot past J.B. McCollum. And into second goes Coppell with the double. Here's Mark Payton. Burridge on deck. And Angelo Burridge on deck. Pitch low and outside, a ball. And ball gets away, but a runner going to stay put out there at second. Well, it's nice to be back at Silver Cross Stadium. Nice to be back in the championship game. This is the fourth time in New Trier history the Trevians have in this game. They have a record of 1-2 coming into this. Ball four. Payton draws a walk. Come on, Shane, please. Here's Angelo Burridge, the left fielder for the Mustangs. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Strike one. Runners with their lead. Look bad on that one. Swinging at the curveball. Now the delivery. Low and outside a ball. Thought they could get him fishing again. Now Borey into the windup. The pitch. Swinging a miss. Strike three. And he went fishing in the Skokie Lagoons for that one. 2 out. Here's Shane Conlon, the first baseman. Low and outside a ball, ball one. Well, one thing about a game like this, you frequently get a little bit of the jitters into the game. A lot of monarch butterflies flying around the ballpark right now. Pitch outside a ball. Everybody says it doesn't happen. just playing another game or whatever, but it's not what happens. Even if you come in with a sense of confidence, you still come in with butterflies when you're suddenly playing here. That's a ball outside. And you consider there's 64 teams or so in the playoff. There's a line shot down the line, fair ball into the corner. And that's going to score 2. In the second is Shane Conlon with the double. And here's Joe Filomeno, designated hitter. And it's 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike. There's about 64, 70 teams start off in Class 4A. And you come down to the final 2, and you're one of the 2 left standing. You're going to have butterflies. Game like this, and who makes the fewest errors generally wins. There's a strike on the inside corner on the curveball. Runner at second. A Squibber foul. Round ball. Taken on 2 bounces by Duxbury over to Carroll for the out. And we go to the bottom half of the first inning. 2-0 St. Rita. So here's Jonathan Hall to lead off the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch low and outside, a ball. Ball 1. That's high a ball. 2-0 to Jonathan Hall. Counts blackjack. Count evens up at deuces. Hall has just had so many other Trevians have just had a great playoff run here. J.B. Jake Carroll, Mazzoni, round ball, throw to first, nope, gets away on the infield single, and an error. As we said, butterflies are here. Here's Charlie Tilson. J.B. McCollum, I'm sorry. Jumping ahead. McCollum is on, Tilson's on deck. So J.B. McCollum bats with a runner at second. Thank you, JB, for stepping out. Let me catch my breath, too. That's a strike. They're going to miss. Scott Mariner on the mound for the St. Rita Mustangs. He comes in to this game with a record of 11-0. Both these teams have scored up a storm in the playoff. Strike three. And there's one away. Here's Charlie Tilson. The pitch, there's a bunt. Picked up by the pitcher, the throw. And a little infield single for Tilson. On the play, Jonathan Hall over to third. There's a strike. Here's Lowell Hall. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. There's a high pop-up foul and out of play.
Any foul balls hit into the stand.
And nice crowd on hand. Fairly large one, actually. High and outside the ball. Runners at the corners. And, oh, my goodness. Tried for the pickoff, and it didn't quite work. And coming home to score the run, Jonathan Hall on the error, on the delay, really on the steal by Tilson. Error on Mariner. Pitches high a ball. There's Lowell Hall now. Runner at third is Tilson, representing the tying run. Now the lock and load, outside the ball. Well, Mariner, instead of throwing to the shortstop who was on the bag, threw to the second baseman and right through him. And the error. And now Hall hit by the pitch. Allowed Tilson to go over to third and Jonathan Hall to trot home with the run.
Number 2, Tim Duxbury.
Here's Tim Duxbury. Now the pitch. And stolen base for Jeff Tanner. Running for Lowell Hall. Uncontested. Not going to throw it away with a runner at third, representing a tying run here early in the going. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. That's high ball. So runner at third. One out. Now the look in. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And there's two away, and here's Bob Cook. The switch hitting Cook will bat left-handed against the righty Scott Mariner. And the delivery in there for a strike. Those of you on our Comcast network, baseball will continue right away. We'll go right into the American Legion season. There's a ground ball picked up by the third baseman. The long throw in time, And the inning over. At the end of the first inning of play, it's 2-1 in favor of St. Rita. And we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network right after this message. Anthony Andres leads it off for the St. Rita Mustangs. Takes the ball, ball one. Low and outside the ball. And that's outside. Corner for a strike. Ground ball. Pick up by Lowell Hall. Lowell Hall? No, Jonathan Hall. Over to first for the out. And here's Scaduto. Sean Scaduto, the catcher for the Mustangs. Takes a pitch low and inside the ball. Matabori on the mound. That's high a ball. Swing and a line shot right down the line. That's a fair ball. And Scaduto going to go into second with the double. Starcevich. Starcevich, the courtesy runner out there. Ball gets away. And trotting over to third is Starcevich. Number 9 in the batting order, Kyle Stearns. Takes a pitch inside a ball. Yeah, got a baseball sitting out there. Everyone's kind of leaving. Leads to some interesting things. Swing and a line shot back up the middle, base hit. And it's a 3-1 ball game in favor of the St. Rita Mustangs on the single back up the middle. And top of the batting order, Dan Dispenza. Eli Anderson starts warming up down the third base line for the Trevians. Low and outside the ball. One out, one on. Another run in. Throw over to first. Run it back. Swing and a fly ball out to center, and Tilson has it for the out. Played it perfectly. 2 out. And Justin Cropel takes a pitch low and inside. Ball. Bottom third of the batting order to up for the Trevians in the bottom half of the second inning. State championship game. Ground ball through for the base hit by Copel. So 2 on. And here's Mark Payton. Time call. Set. Foul ball. Let's see if they remember the 2 baseballs out there. And picked up the 1. Now we had to wait for him to go. Oh, yeah, there's a second one out there. Had to send him back out to the dugout, out of the dugout. Okay. Low and outside a ball. That's high a ball. Mark Payton Dangerous hitter. Center fielder for the Mustangs. Looked the runner back, but he wasn't going anywhere. And none of the Keystone combination moved. So Ratterbury looks in, gets the sign, looks back. Now they pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Left field, foul. Down in the corner. Out in the street. Willie and the poor boys up playing. And another one headed opposite field, taken by Steve Mazzoni. A little bit of an adventure out there. And the inning over. But the Mustangs pick up another run and lead it 3-1 as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Here's Jake Carroll to lead it off here in the bottom of the second. Takes the ball, ball one. In there for a strike. 1-1. High and tight, a ball. There's the student contingent down there from New Trier, swinging a bit, strike. Now Mariner into the windup, the pitch. Ground ball, second baseman. On over to first in time. And here's Steve Mazzoni. He has had a very hot bat. And sends one back up the middle. Picked up by the second baseman. The throw's not going to be in time. And a little infield single. Here's Gordy Campbell. Campbell shows bunt. Takes a strike on the inside corner.
Number 1, Gordy Campbell.
So Campbell bats. Number 9 in the batting order for the Trevians. So out of first, Mazzoni back. Again, the throw over there, and again the runner back. Ground ball, so little roller. Second baseman picks it up, throws it away. Over to second. Here goes the throw. Safe. And a little bit of an argument. But you know what? I think he was safe. I think that was a good call, even though the umpire was out of position on that. Big argument on the part of the St. Rita Mustangs, but it looked like the tag came in after he had already gotten to the base. So here's Jonathan Hall, 2 in scoring position. That's a ball, ball 1. Well, I think that was a good call. I know the St. Rita players and the coach were very upset with that. But as I saw it from this distance, but again, I'm not down there on the field, but there's a shot to right, and one hops the fence. That's going to tie up this ball game. 2 runs home, into second with the double is Jonathan Hall. Here's J.B. McCollum. 1 out, runner at second. There's a fly ball. Taken by the right fielder. And Jonathan Hall stay put. Is whatever the ump says it is on that play, but a while ago. But you know what? I think he made a good call. Looked to me like he slid around the tag. That's a high ball. Well, 3 errors in the ball game for St. Rita. And as I said, a lot of monarch butterflies flying around here today. There's a line shot foul just outside of first base. Charlie Tilson bats. Flying outside the ball. That one's high ball. And they deliberate. Ball 4. And here is Lowell Hall. Puts it high ball. Two on, 2 out, and a tie ball game. Now the pitch, fouled off. That's high ball. And low ball. The low hole. Chance to bust this game open a little bit. Line shot, base hit to right. Here comes the throw home, and they got him nailed to right. Jonathan Hall's out at home. Wow. Great relay. Great throw, and the inning over, but we're knotted up at 3 as we go to the 3rd. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. A couple of miscues by the St. Rita Mustangs. This ball game all knotted up at 3. Burridge takes a pitch outside for a ball. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike. And again went fishing in the Skokie Lagoons. 1-1. Angelo Burridge. He struck out his first time up. All right, we got a barn burner here today. Low and outside the ball. We could be here a while. We're only in the top of the 3rd inning. There's a strike. And Rodamori gets his side. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 again. Fishing in the Skokie Lagoons for that one. 1 away. Here's Sean Conlon. He's had a double his last time up. It drove home the first 2 runs for the Mustangs. That's low ball. Swing and a base hit. Up over J.B. McCollum. He got a glove on it, but couldn't really make a play. So here's Filomeno. Joey Filomeno, the designated hitter, takes a strike. Strike one. Runner at first. Inside the ball. A couple of people that I've been talking to tell me that St. Rita has the team had a little bit of trouble hitting curveballs. Most high school players kind of have that problem. State championship game from Joliet. New Trier and St. Rita. A little foul tip. First time St. Rita's been here. As we said, this is the 4th time that New Trier's played in the championship game. All of them during the time of Coach Mike Napoleon. They've made it to the Elite Eight a number of times. Strike 3. And there's 2 down. There's John Loringer. He takes a strike on the outside corner. One thing about these games is that the strike zone seems to widen a little bit. Strike 2. That one bent back in. So left-hander Rita.wmv has Loringer down 0-2. Down to first. Runner back. The delivery. Strike 3. Come looking on the outside corner. And we go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Ball game all knotted up at 3. Here's Tim Duxbury. Takes a strike. The first offering from Scott Mariner. Strike 2. 0-2. A little outside, a little high, a ball. 1-2. Bounces in, a ball. Count evens up at deuces. And now we go to a full count. 3-2. And a high pop-up. First baseman calling for it, so did the shortstop, but the first baseman takes it. Round number 1. Here's Bob Cook. And Cook sends a blast. My, that's a base hit. Up over the head of the left fielder, Burridge, and in the second goes Bob Cook with a double. Here's Jake Carroll, a little activity. Down the line, Joe Filomeno begins warming up. And that's going to be all for Mariner. And Filomeno coming in to pitch. 2 in the third innings is all that the 11-0 Scott Mariner worked. Now left-hander Filomeno, and there's a line shot. Left fielder's not going to get to that one. Gets past him, and Trevian's going to bring a run home here as Bob Cook comes home, and into second goes Carroll with a double. So he exchanges places with Cook, and the Trevians take the lead 4-3. Here's Steve Mazzoni. Shows bunt. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. They're going to miss, strike. Strike 2. Looking. Well, this is our last game of the high school season, one way or t'other. I want to thank everybody over at the Education Channel and New Trier for their help and assistance. It's been a great year. And thank you all. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. Over to first in time on the play. Jake Carroll over to third. And here's Gordy Campbell. He was safe on an error his first time up. Came home to score on the double by Jonathan Hall. And that was the run that tied the ball game up. Strike. Caught the corner. Bending back in. Strike 3, and the inning over. But the Trevians take the lead 4-3. On the pair of doubles by Bob Cook and Jake Carroll, we go to the fourth inning. And the Trevians leading at 4-3. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Fourth inning. First pitch outside a ball. Scaduto leads it off. Catcher. Sean Scaduto takes a strike. And the guy leaves up at 1-1. Ryder Borey on the mound. Curves in for a strike. Caught the inside corner. At the letters. Strike 3. Caught him looking. And there's one away. That's the third strikeout of the ball game. No, take that back. Ground ball. Nice job. Nice pickup by J.B. McCollum over the first. 2 down. Here's Dispenza. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Borey. There's a strike to Dan Dispenza. Leadoff batter for the Mustangs. I don't know if I put that in there. Let's make sure we get that. Top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike. Two out, nobody got. Swing, ground ball. Pick up, throw to first, not in time. Base hit. So with two out, here's Coppell. Justin Coppell, the shortstop. Takes a strike, strike one. Throw to first, runner back. Outside of ball. Swinging a fly ball. And Tilson over. Has it for the out in the ending inning. In the top of the fourth. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and the Trevians leading this one 4-3. Jonathan Hall leads it off. Takes the ball low and inside. Ball two. Outside the ball. 3-0. And ball four. So Jonathan Hall leads it off. Here's J.B. McCollum. Go to first, threw it away. And Jonathan Hall over to second. That's a fourth error of the ball game on the Mustangs. Filomeno keeps Hall honest out at second. JB shows bunt. Pulls it back. Took a strike anyway. There's the bunt. The play will be at third. The throw, they got it. Hall is out at third on the fielder's choice. And McCollum safe for first. Here's Charlie Tilson. Throw to first. Running back. Again, throw over there. Again, the runner back. And a strike. Charlie Tilson. Throw over, runner back. Again, the throw over there. And McCollum not going anywhere. Right outside the ball. Swing and a soft liner. Oh, great catch by Kyle Stearns out at second. There's Lowell Hall. Ring ground ball. Second baseman bobbles it, and everybody's safe. Fifth error of the ball game for the Mustangs. And 2 aboard. Jeff Tanner, courtesy runner at first. Here's Duxbury. Takes a pitch high, a ball. Fouls it off. Strike. Duxbury 0 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss. Strike. Well, I think the monarch butterflies, the butterflies that the players were experiencing here, that's a ball, has sort of floated away. We're playing in a championship game, and it starts off with a lot of butterflies, but then you kind of settle down. That's what appears to have happened here today. Inside a ball. Four runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Trevians. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 5 errors for St. Rita. That'll do it for the Trevians in the fourth. No runs, no hits, a walk, and an error, and 2 left. We'll be back with more. Top of the 5th inning. First pitch is a ball to Mark Payton. Going outside a ball. Radabori on the mound. That's a strike. Baseball coverage, state championship. New Trier and St. Rita. St. Rita is a Catholic school on the south side, Western in 77. Ball 4, and Mark Payton draws the walk. Here's Angelo Burridge. Glory, swing and a miss on the offering. Burridge missing that again. Burridge has struck out twice today, looking bad doing it too. Really went fishing the Skokie Lagoons for that. There's a little slow roller. That's going to be a base hit. So 2 on. Nobody out. Eli Anderson up again throwing. Here's Shane Conlon. Joey bunt. Foul ball. Strike one. Again showing bunt. Pitch outside the ball. Throw to first. And meanwhile over to third. On the stolen base is Peyton. Runners at the corners. That runner at third represents the tying run. Pitch low and outside the ball. Strike on the outside corner. Now the pitch. Going at a ball. Everybody stays put. And the ball got away a little bit from Lowell Hall. Borre throws over to first. Run it back. Top of the 5th inning. There's a stolen base. By Burge, so 2 on in scoring position. And the Trevians making the pitching change. On the pitch is Eli Anderson. So Anderson comes in. 2 men in scoring position with 1 out. And the pitcher, Filomeno, swinging a miss, strike. Joey Filomeno. The delivery. A little outside. The count evens up at 1-1. Eli Anderson. Trying to shut the Mustangs down here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitches high ball. Count goes blackjack. Joey Filomeno. Peyton at third, Burge at second. 1 out. Eli Anderson on in relief. That's a ball. Fouled it off, and the count evens up at deuces. Two and two. Anderson gets his sign from Lowell Hall. And the pitch. Strike 3, 2 down. Boy, that's a big time strikeout. Wow. There's Andres. He takes a strike. Anthony Andres. As I said, strike zone kind of changes in these games. And if you're not familiar with it, you can really get a little anxious. 0-2 the count. And That's a ball. Lowell Hall thought he had him. 1-2. Foul ball. Back to the screen. Count holds. 1-2. Another one fouled off. Now the pitch. Strike three. Struck out the side, the Trevian pitchers did. Borey got the first, and Eli Anderson comes in and puts out the fire with two more. And the Trevians continue to lead 4-3 as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning.
One of the most comprehensive orthopedic and sports.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Bob Cook leads it off. Trevians holding on to a 4-3 lead here. Joey Filomeno's first offering is on the outside corner for a strike. Cook shortened up as if to bunt. High and outside, a ball. The lock and load. Inside corner. Pitch, ground ball. Slow roller. Pick up. Bobble. And they call that a hit. Here's Jake Carroll. Jake doubled his last time up, drove home the go-ahead run. Go to first. Cook back. Shortened the bunt, took a pitch outside. Ball. And a line shot up over the head of Burridge. You're not going to get to that one. And here comes Cook rounding. They're going to have a play at the plate. Here comes the throw. They got him. And over to the third. Goes Carroll on the throw home.
Left fielder for the Trevians, Steve Mazzoni.
Here's Mazzoni. Wow. Great relay. And we're going to have a little discussion. You talk too much, you worry me today. A little foul tip. Strike. Outside the ball. Pitch up. I don't know why. Runners at third. Thinking a suicide squeeze, maybe. Swing and a miss, straight. 1-2 the count. Infield pulled in, looking for a play of the plate. Strike three, Colin Walker. Here's Gordy Campbell. Takes a strike on the outside corner, strike one. Trevian's right fielder. And counting's up at 1-1. Nearly threw that one away. Filomeno. The pitch inside the ball. And the count goes blackjack, I believe. I get more intent in talking than counting the pitches. There's a foul ball. And a mad chase on the Burr mat there in right field among all the kids. Strike three. And that takes care of that. We go to the sixth. Trevian's holding on to a 4-3 lead. We'll be back with more of the state championship game here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network right after this message. Top of the sixth inning. That's a ball, high and tight. Sheriff in the haircut, 2 bits. It was there. It just wasn't very well. Too many fingers. That's a strike. 1-1. Catcher Sean Scaduto. Swing and a miss, strike. Eli Anderson on in relief of Ryder Boring. Skubber. Foul. There's a foul ball. And again out on that berm area. Nice crowd on hand. Foul ball. State championship. Class 4A. Foul ball. That's high ball. New Trevians. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The St. Rita Mustangs, 3 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors. All the scoring in the early innings. So far in this one. Got a little piece of it. Great at bat for Scaduto. Another one fouled off. Got another baseball again sitting out there on the field. Another one fouled off. Now the pitch. Ball 4. Scaduto coaxes the walk. And there's Kyle Stearns, the second baseman. Number 9 in the batting order for the Mustangs. Goes to bunt. Strike. Actually got a little piece of it. That's high ball, and the counting's up at 1-1. And John Sally begins warming up. Down the third baseline. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Starcevic. Line shot right back to Anderson. They're going to double up Starcevic. At first, a double play. Great job, Anderson, putting the glove up. Makes the catch and the throw over. Two away. Here's Dispenza. Top of the sixth inning. Pitch a low ball. Going outside. Outside corner strike. Nobody on, 2 out. Second of it, strike. 1 and 2. Dan Dispenza. No Squibber foul. Swing a high bounder. Little underhand toss in time for the out. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Trevian's holding on to a 1-run lead here. Here's Jonathan Hall, the lead off the bottom of the sixth. Takes the first pitch high and outside a ball. Ball 1. And ball 2. Pitch low and inside. Joey Filomeno on since the third inning. In relief of Scott Mariner. The look in, the pitch. Ball 4. And a leadoff walk to Jonathan Hall, and here's J.B. McCallum. J.B. has had a great playoff run. Just absolutely outstanding on the field. He's had a couple of key hits. Draw to first. Jonathan Hall has been on base all 4 times today. Now the look in. And the pitch. He did go. Strike. And ball outside. Runner with the lead. Throw over to first, runner back. In the dirt, a ball. We're here at Silver Cross Stadium. home of the Joliet Jackhammers. Ball 4. 2 walks, 2 on. Nobody out. Here's Tilson. And quickly got a little activity going on. Lowell Hall on deck. Charlie Tilson. And they'll look to keep the runner honest. And now we're going to have a pitching change. And coming in to pitch is Mark Payton. Payton on to pitch to face Tilson.
In right field for the Mustangs, John Starcevic. And for the Trevians,
Got a couple of defensive changes as part of that for the St. Rita Mustangs. Now the pitch. Shorten the bunt, throw out the second. Runner back. Then the look back, keep the runner honest. And there's the bunt. The sacrifice going to work. Over to first in time. On a bang-bang play. And both Jonathan Hall and J.B. McCallum move up. And Lowell Hall intentionally walked here to load the bases with one out. And Tim Duxbury. Jim had the key single in the game against Cary Grove yesterday. In real time, I think it was yesterday. Yeah. The go-ahead run for the Trevians. Single in the 6th inning. There's a strike. Bases are loaded. Boy, for an insurance run. Well, it's turned into a great pitcher's duel here today. Some great defensive plays. Hot shot foul. Outside the ball. Everybody up and down the lineup been contributing. Been a real team effort to get here to the state championship, and the Trevians, no matter what, going to be 3 outs away from winning state. Whether or not they lead by a run or more is a question, but they're definitely going to have the lead here going into the top of the 7th inning. Now the lefty delivers. Strike 3. And that's 2 away. Here's Bob Cook. And Cook takes a strike. Strike 1. Outside the ball. 1-1. To Cook. Switched around, batting right-handed against the lefty Payton. Foul ball. Nice catch by one of the fans over on the first base side. Outside the ball. Payton's trying to walk off. Thought he had him. And again outside the ball. And again, Payton thought he had him. Could be 20,000 fans in the stands that think it's one way, and the ump thinks it's another. It is what the ump says. And all the yelling and screaming and anything else you do, and they're going to change it. There's a high pop-up foul. Going to be caught. And we go to the 7th. Holman celebrate for the Trevians. They lead at 4-3 as we go to the 7th here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. We'll be back. Top of the 6th inning. First pitch, line shot right back up the middle, of base hit by Coppell. So runner aboard. And here is Mark Payton. Ninth hit of the ball game for the St. Rita Mustangs. Runner at first. And the St. Rita fans hoping they get back in this one. There's a foul ball, strike. Strike one. Runner with the lead. Another one fouled off. Eli Anderson's really put out the fire here. Coming on in relief. Boy, he's just one hit, a walk, and he struck out 3. Nice play on a double play ball, too. There's a ground ball right to Carroll. He'll step on the bag. It's almost like a swinging bunt. Runner off to second. So the tying run at second with 1 out. And there's Burridge. Pitch is high, ball 1. And a strike. Oh boy. Boy, getting down to nail biting time here. Top of the 7th. Trevian's 2 outs away from another state championship. Ground ball right back to Anderson over the first. And a runner frozen at second. Nice job, 2 out. And Shane Conlon, the batter. They're going to miss, strike. Strike 1. Anderson delivers outside a ball. And misses a little bit outside. The look in. And the delivery. Outside corner for a strike. Woo! One more, and the Trevians will go home. Bob Cook's been warming up down the line. That's high a ball. And the count goes full. Woo! Hold your breath. The state championship on the line. Now the look back. The pitch on the way. Strike 3, the ball game over. And the New Trier Trevians are the state champions. The New Trier Trevians are state champions again. 9 years ago, they won it for the first time. And they win it again. Congratulations to the New Trier Trevians, the 2009 Class 4A state champion. For the New Trier Trevians, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They were struck out 7 times, walked 4, 11 left on base for the Trevians, 1 stolen base. For the St. Rita Mustangs, 3 runs, 9 hits, 5 errors. They were struck out 9 times by Trevian pitchers, 2 walks, 8 left on base, and 2 stolen bases.